Yes, you will be on their mind even if they don't talk to you anymore. I know how it feels when the person that you like doesn't talk to you. It feels as if you have lost them and they will forget you. But don't worry, because today your circumstances will change. Once you start doing what I am about to share in this video, then there will be a very high chance that in the upcoming days your specific person will contact you. They will most likely confess their feelings for you, and they will get obsessed with you. I know it feels like a fairy tale for you, but soon your circumstances will change. They might be ignoring you right now, and hearing all this seems to be unattainable for some of you. But stay with me till the end. You probably have heard about manifestation, and you want to manifest a specific person. Well, as per my understanding about the law and after having some experiences, I want to tell you that every situation can be turned around. Every circumstance can change, and that can only happen if you stay consistent with the practice of manifestation. Now, there is no particular practice that works for everyone. Like, if someone on the internet tells you that they did some X, Y technique 3 times a day and they got their specific person back, then that does not mean that the same will happen to you. It might happen to you or it might not happen to you. It always depends on person to person. For people who love to write, scripting can be highly beneficial for them. It is because, when they script, they can imagine the things that they write and they get in that moment, which is the state of the wish fulfilled. When they are in this state, they experience what they are writing. This is an internal experience. It is not like all of a sudden the room that they are sitting in turns into an outdoor jacuzzi in the middle of the forest in Sweden, and they are relaxing with their specific person. It won't happen physically, but internally, there would be a shift. It would be a shift in their inner world where they would experience the thing that they are scripting, and that is giving them satisfaction. Now, if they remain faithful to this idea, then it would happen with them. This is what people will tell you about manifestation. Now, if you are someone who hasn't picked up a pen and a notebook for the past 5 years, and some random person on the internet tells you that you have to script because they got the result from scripting, then it might not work for you. It all depends whether you are changing your internal state or not. Like robotic affirming can work for some people while there will be others that will not feel any change from it. I think now you are getting the gist of it. So, all I was trying to tell you is that you have to remain consistent with some sort of practice in order to manifest your desire. Now, if you want your specific person to stop ignoring you, then you have to start ignoring them. Yes, you have to ignore them, but let me tell you why I am telling you this. First of all, it is not tit for tat. You don't have to ignore them because they ignored you. You have to ignore their present version because you don't like this version of them and you don't want this version in your reality. This is the only reason why you have to ignore them. Now, you can find ample videos from relationship coaches that tell you that you have to go in no contact. They will tell you that you have to ignore that person. And their reasoning is always on a surface level. They will tell you that once you start ignoring them, then you will become a scarce resource, and scarcity creates demand. And they will start wanting you. Well, I am not telling you this is wrong, but it is just a surface level thing. Many people after hearing this try to ignore their person, but they end up in a fear of what if their person forgets them? What if their person loses interest in them? Even though you might have tried to do it. You tried to ignore them, but the fear made you text them a day or even after some hours. This is because you only knew it at a surface level. But, on this channel, I try to make things easy, and I try to take you to the deeper truths and understandings. So when I tell you that you have to ignore them in order to get them back, then all I am telling you is to ignore these present circumstances and this present version of your specific person. You have to starve this version of them by taking away your attention from it. But why do you have to do this? Well, you have to do this because you only manifest the things that you are conscious of in your reality. The things you are conscious of are outpictured in your external reality. So, if you are entertaining this version of your specific person that is behaving rudely with you, if you are giving your attention to this version, and if you are filling your awareness with the idea of this version of your specific person, then you are manifesting it again and again in your reality. It is like a story that is playing on a loop. But you have to end this story. You have to stop it. You have to break this loop. You have to take your focus away from these feelings. You have to take your focus away from this version of your specific person. Now, you understand why you have to ignore the person who is ignoring you. You know that you have to take your attention away from them. But what do you have to do after this? Now, you have to start putting this focus on yourself. You have to stop ignoring the fact that you are unique. You have to start recognizing the qualities that you possess. You have to start understanding that you are 1 in a billion. You have to start recognizing that you are valuable and important. In short, you have to work on the assumptions that you are entertaining about yourself. Nothing is sexier than a person who is confident in their own skin. Nothing is sexier than a person who is committed to improving themselves. So, start working on your self-concepts and commit to becoming a better version of yourself. It does not matter if they are ignoring you. It does not matter if they haven't talked to you for months or even years. It does not matter if they are acting cold. Working on your self-concept will be a game changer for you. It is because your specific person and everyone in this reality are connected to you at a deeper level. Like they know about you at a deeper level. They might not be consciously aware of it, but they are subconsciously aware of it. They know about you subconsciously. This means that whatever changes you make within yourself can either make them attracted towards you or it can push them away from you. It totally depends on what kind of self-concept that you have about yourself. You might have a concept where you believe that you can be ignored. You might believe that you are unattractive. You might believe that you are unimportant. Also, you might believe that you are good for nothing. Now, all these beliefs are picked up by your specific person, and they behave in this certain way where they will give you a treatment of ignorance, where they will find you unattractive and consider you an unimportant person. They will only show you what you believe about yourself. This is why having a good self-concept is the key to manifesting anything in your life. If you change your self-concepts, then you will witness a huge difference in your reality. You will see how quickly people will change their attitude towards you. You will notice situations changing in your favor quickly. You will notice how easy it is to get the things that you want in your life. Everything will change, and these changes will only take place if you take away your attention from the present scenarios that you are facing and place it on having a good self-concept about yourself. Things can change quickly if you allow them to change. As I told you in the earlier parts of the video, you have to choose a certain manifestation practice and stay faithful to this practice. So, you have to select a technique. Always remember that you have to select a technique that changes your internal feelings. The technique that shifts the way you feel about yourself and your situation will be your go-to technique. Just search on the internet for a list of manifestation techniques, and you will get them. Now you have to choose some of them, and you have to start applying these techniques. The one that changes your feelings would be the technique that would help you the most. You have to perform this technique in order to reach a place internally where your desire has been fulfilled. You have to reach a point where you already have your desire. You have to get into the state of consciousness where your desire has become your reality. You have to perform this practice multiple times a day. There will be instances where you will not feel that great. In these moments, you have to imagine having the thing that you desire. It is about constantly replacing the unfavorable thoughts and feelings with the favorable ones. When you do it on a consistent basis, then you will change the story that you entertain. And when that happens, you will end up with a favorable story. Your attitude towards yourself, your specific person, and your life will change, and this change will manifest your desire into your reality. Your specific person might not be talking to you right now, they might be ignoring you. It is only happening because you are ignoring yourself. You are ignoring your feelings. You are ignoring the fact that you are important. You are believing yourself as someone who can be ignored. Stop doing this and start thinking and feeling as if your specific person is obsessed with you. Start feeling the way you would feel if your specific person is madly in love with you. Entertaining these feelings will take you to a place where what you are assuming internally becomes a fact in your reality. You can also take help from guided meditations. I have designed one such meditation that has helped many people to manifest a call from their specific person. You can find it by clicking on the first video that now appears on the top right corner of the screen.